Billionaires, the most inspiring, motivational, and yet the most secretly hated personalities to exist on this planet. How these billionaires raise their empires, develop ways of making money, and then even go on to provide opportunities to the other common people to make a fortune for themselves is something that has been inspiring and also giving other people some serious goals on how to boost your bank accounts while also giving your country's economy a significant boost on the favorable side. But are these billionaires really as caring and supportive as they make themselves to be? Are they really as selfless and humanitarian as their social media and public profiles make them appear to be? Or is it all part of a facade? A picture that they have painted for us to see and be inspired when in reality, nothing is as humane and empathetic as it appears to be? Well, as it turns out, there's only one way of finding out. We research and read about it to learn more and see what is the truth. Welcome back to Luxury Express. In today's video, we're going to talk about just how evil billionaires are. If you're new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for more videos like these and let us know in the comment section below what you think about today's billionaires. The evil side of billionaires. Being a billionaire, whether a self-made one or a born-to-rule one, is indeed a tough job. After all, it's not always the money involved in the equation. You have an image to maintain as well. Billionaires belong to such a world where a single step taken by them or a single word spoken by them could have such drastic consequences that it could end up messing up their entire made-up image and land them somewhere on the bottom of the list of the billionaires where they previously were on the top. Therefore, for maintaining this image that appears to be very dear and of extremely important value to them, billionaires must keep on tossing their catches very cleverly yet ever so subtly that nobody ever has to wonder whether it was something made up of a very natural course of events that follow suit, which in the majority of the times is not. If you have never come across such a situation, then you might be questioning reading all of this and wondering if you have missed out on some of the latest gossip, or whatever it is that you feel right now. Do not worry. These billionaires really have their way of getting into the limelight for all the right reasons. Let us read some of the very popular known billionaires and see how they've been making their rightful places in the public's and the media's eyes nowadays. Jeff Bezos. Of course, who doesn't know about the richest man on the planet Earth? Well, sometimes he is taken over by Elon Musk, but that's the usual news, right? Wait until you hear what the actual piping hot gossip about Jeff Bezos is. It turns out that the current founder of Amazon succeeded anyone else in the rightful donation of $10 billion for fighting off climatic change last year in 2020. Yes, the very year when people were struggling with either making money after a lost job or trying hard to not lose whatever was left of their job due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this man was single-handedly able to donate such a generous amount for fighting climatic change. Evil, isn't it? But wait till you get to the more evil part. Last year, the least number of donations were received by billionaires. After 2011, it was 2020 when nobody felt like donating even a little bit of extra fortune in the name of donations to help others or the global causes. So, when someone decides to do that, it just makes them the right person to look forward to when it comes to taking humane actions, right? Elon Musk. Of course, both the rivals had to be discussed side by side when it came to talking about donations and comparing the stance of either of the two richest men together. And so, as it turns out, Elon Musk has committed to diligently donating a sum of $6 billion to help put an end to world hunger, as was quoted by David Beasley, the head of the World Food Program. The deal was done after Elon Musk heard the remarks of the head of the WFO, who pointed him and other billionaires together by saying that if these billionaires wanted, they could just put an end to global hunger by donating a measly amount of $6 billion to the WFP. This particular comment made Elon Musk intrigued, and being the same witty person that he is, he decided to put his move forward by saying that he would put forward the exact amount there and then only if Beasley is able to prove to him how he would end world hunger with this amount. Sounds like a pure evil plan, doesn't it? Elon Musk being himself is someone who works on logical grounds, and if Beasley comes up with a sensible yet rational plan to end world hunger, then he surely is going to put his Tesla stocks to their rightful usage there and then. No arguments done and no questions asked. Mackenzie Scott. The ex-wife of Jeff Bezos and yet the fourth richest woman to exist, Mackenzie Scott is someone who could easily be looked forward to for making humanitarian and philanthropic contributions when it comes to thinking selflessly about the deprived people. In terms of her recent contributions made for this cause, it was found that Mackenzie Scott has given away nearly $4.2 billion to help the deserving people amid the pandemic. This amount was distributed among approximately 500 organizations in the USA. According to Scott, the COVID-19 pandemic made the rich people richer and the poor people suffer more than anything else. She was aware of all the difficulties that were being faced by such people and how their problems seemed to only increase due to the pandemic last year. She specifically wanted to target those areas and those people who were at the lower end of the radar that received philanthropic capital and racial equality. Helping these people was not her aim for the last year only. She is in fact seen to keep on making such donations and contributions regularly from time to time. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, the value investor behind the face of Berkshire Hathaway, was seen to play his part in the usual evilness done by billionaires and donated a whopping amount of $4.1 billion to charity. According to Buffett, this was a usual contribution that he used to make to the same 5 organizations annually. At the same time, Buffett also announced to step down from his position as an inactive trustee from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation because he felt that his physical presence was no longer required to achieve the goals together with that organization. Not only this, but Warren Buffett has in fact decided to resign from all corporate boards apart from Berkshire. Buffett has spent quite an active and happening career throughout, and the same applies to his philanthropic career as well. Both these careers have remained of utmost importance for the relevant people throughout. George Soros. George Soros is the head of the Soros Open Society Foundations and one of the most charitable persons alive right now. It is said that during his lifetime and the peak of his career, he has donated up to 80% of his wealth to charity with the sole aim of making a difference in society through his contributions. In the year 2020, a total of $1.2 billion was donated to his foundations. His foundation serves as an important function too and serves to safeguard the human rights and justice reforms among other causes. During the COVID-19 pandemic, $37 million were donated in the name of undocumented immigrants who had been earlier exempted from the U.S. financial aids to receive their rightful share of financial assistance. Moreover, an amount of approximately $220 million has also been promised to safeguard the rights and lives of the Black leaders who are ever so selflessly standing bravely to fight for their rights in the U.S. today. Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg, yet another billionaire, has just recently promised to donate an amount of approximately $43 million as a partnership bond with Johns Hopkins University. The aim of Michael Bloomberg for doing this is simple. He wants to join hands with the intelligent thinking minds at the Johns Hopkins University to set up an innovation center that would work together with leaders and other people to help set up problem-solving techniques within the USA. While proposing all of this, the focus of Michael Bloomberg has been on nothing else but the climatic, housing, and economic problems that are even now only seem to increase exponentially. Putting an end to these problems by recruiting the right minds to think and come up with logical, long-term solutions could help finally resolve several of the looming issues that now exist due to several unaddressed reasons. The bottom line: how evil are these billionaires? So now that you know that a large chunk from the wealth and fortune of these filthy rich billionaires goes to charity and also in several humanitarian movements and causes, does your mind still think in the same way about them? Do you still perceive these billionaires to be nothing but pure evil and heartless people who care about anything but building their own empires? Well, if that is the case, then the above mentioned evidential proof was enough to convince you otherwise. There is no doubt about the fact that billionaires keep on getting richer by the second. They even have their individual ranks when it comes to categorizing them according to their wealth status. But as long as they are not unaware of their duties and are doing whatever they can to help the world population get through their difficult days with ease, they are doing the right thing. They would have been rightfully categorized as evil if they had been doing nothing other than accumulating their wealth in dollar bills and using it for their own good. That wouldn't have been a bad choice either. After all, it is their money to begin with, and they decided where it goes, right? Therefore, to explore the evil side of billionaires, it is better you begin with yourself first and evaluate what you are doing to help and bless the underprivileged people around you to make life a bit easier for them. What are your final thoughts on this topic? Share with us your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed today's content, check out this related video to see more. Until next time.